Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Let's take a walk and go see what's in the fridge today. Hey guys, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Today's beer is a local beer. This comes from Soaring Brewery. They're down in Roanoke. I've known the brewer for a long time, Sean Osborne, and he makes some tasty beers. But they, in my opinion, guys, they do some tasty beers, but they're very transitional. I opened up a brewery last year and I haven't made it down there yet. I apologize to Sean for not coming down and checking out their brewery and stuff, but I haven't been down there yet. I will make it down there before too long. I was out at the Barrel Chest and seen they just recently started canning. It doesn't have a date on it, but I know it's fresh because they just, within the last couple of weeks, maybe a month, started canning their beers. So I'm anxious to try this. I'm glad they finally are canning their stuff so other people can get it. I don't know what their distribution is, how far out of Roanoke that it's going. I don't even know who's handling the distribution for them. But they're good beers. So it's been a while since I've had anything from them. He used to brew at another location before they went out of business and started up his own thing now. And so congratulations to Sean for that. But let's check out the beer and see what we got. This is Virginia Creeper. This is their American Pale Ale. 5.5% on this one. IBUs are 40, I think. Yep. It's got it on the can here. 5.5%. IBUs are 40. Like I said, they just started. It's in a plain Jane silver can with a stick-on label. So hopefully they're spending their money on what's inside the can rather than putting a bunch of artwork on a pre-painted can like a lot of them do. So we'll see where this one ends up, guys. Commercial description: our medium-bodied, copper-colored American Pale Ale, U.S.-grown barley and caramel malts with domestic-grown hops and California yeast, create a brew with great drinkability, subtle hop bitterness, and big hop aromas at the finish make a memorable American treat. The food pairings for this style of beer says here, the cuisine is pan-Asian. Cheese, an earthy camembert martini, your nutty cheeses, Asiago Colby Parmesan, tangy, briquette and feta, and the meat is poultry, glass by the Pineback and 9-tumbler mug, Stein's Ale. I'm using my favorite tulip glass here today, and not recommended for extended celery. So let's get this thing popped open and see what Sean's been up to lately. I'm not going to pour it too aggressive because I don't want a massive 5 fingers of head. Seems to be rather carbonated. We did get a 2+ fingers of head on that pour, on that fairly easy pour. 2 fingers over into the light. It is a nice amber color. A lot of bubbles streaming up, reinforcing that big head. Kind of big bubbles on the outside and real creamy on the top. Let's get a nose on it. First beer of the day. I'm reviewing this on the 15th of August. No, take that back. It's Tuesday. It's 16th. Smells very citrusy. A little bit of tangerine and oranges in there. Not a super big hop aroma. I mean, like I said, it's It's made to get people that drink the macros to try something with a little more taste to it, and something that doesn't have all that crappy ass adjuncts, rice, corn, uh, all the stuff you don't want in your beer. Got a nice aroma for a pale ale. I mean, it's not an IPA or anything. 40 IBUs, so should be fairly easy drinking. So let's hit it up. Cheers. That is very nice. A very nice sessionable pale ale. Very low bitterness. Nice citrusiness in there. Slight hint of a little bit of pine. Not a big pine. Tangerine, oranges. Very enjoyable. A very nice lawnmower beer, if you will. Something you could run in, grab one or two of these, ice cold. If you've been working in the yard, cutting grass, chopping wood, whatever you do outside in the summertime. This would be a great one to have. A nice introductory pale ale. If you're trying to get into craft beer, this would be a good one to start off with. It's not got enough bitterness to blow your palate out of your mouth. Got a nice citrusy, orangey, tangerine taste. Very, very pleasant. Very, very nice. And like I said, guys, there's no date on because they just started canning. So hopefully, if they're going to continue doing that, they're going to get that machine where they can start dating their stuff. So, well, let me take it back, let her have sip 2 or 3, and we'll come back and do the final grade on this one. Rather tasty. Nice example of an American pale ale. Alright guys, I'm back. Got just a little left here. The other half liked it, and knew she would. It's a great transitional beer, guys. A great beer to get off the macro lagers and get into something a little bit tastier. A nice craft beer. Sean Brew is a good beer. Like I said, they're not brewing anything like a heady topper or a Pliny the Elder or anything like that. It's just going to be so hoppy or so bitter. Unless you're a seasoned craft beer drinker, you're not going to like it. And there's a market for those beers. A lot of craft beer drinkers try to hunt those beers down, guys. They're awesome beers, especially for a seasoned craft beer drinker. But if you're just new and getting into craft beer, those beers are going to be way over your head. They're going to blow your palate. If you go from a Budweiser to a Pliny or a Heady Topper or some of the Treehouse or Trillium beers, you'll probably be gagging it up. I mean, those beers are just so way over the top. They're nice, but they're way over the top for somebody that's trying to get into craft beer. So that's why these guys make beers like this. So something you can get into comfortably and then move on to those beers down the road. So great beer. Final chug. Even for me, that is a good beer. Knowing what it is, an American Pale Ale, 5.5%, low IBUs at 40. A great lawnmower beer. Now, when I say lawnmower beer, that's not derogatory. That's something that you can come in out and have and go back to doing what you were doing outside or whatever. That's not going to make you inebriated. A nice, quick, refreshing beer. So, very nice job. Hopefully they'll get a dating machine where they can start dating their cans and stuff that's going out from the brewery. That's the only thing it's lacking in my opinion right now. I think it's a good beer, guys. I think this is a pretty tasty beer. I don't think it's quite to the A category, but it is kicking on the door. It's very tasty. And it'd be real easy for them to do a version of this and hop it up or make it just a little bit more enticing for the seasoned craft beer drinker. But for what it is, it's a good beer, guys. I'll give this a 7B+. Numeric rating on this would probably be 89. It's pretty damn tasty. It's a nice beer. And they're a local beer, just 10-15 minutes away from the house. They're doing a really good job. I noticed they've got some other stuff that they're canning now too, and I may pick those up and review those. But just be aware that they're trying to get the average beer drinker over into craft beer, so they're not doing anything exceptional right now. And they will. I'm sure they'll come out with some limited release stuff or some bigger versions of some beer down the road. But it's a brand new operation. Probably haven't been brewing more than a year or so in the location that they're in. So all the luck to Sean. I wish him very well, and I'll be down to see him before too long. But Rate Beer and Beer Advocate doesn't have any ratings on this because they just started canning it. Unless you went to the brewery, you can't get their beers. So hopefully we'll get more and more input on this as it gets distributed further and further out. So I know it's a fresh offering and it's very tasty. So we will go over to Untapped before we leave, and they have it at 3.5, which is a middle B beer to me for their rating. I say that's probably an 85 in the scale. I think it's a little bit better than that, and I know Sean, so I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. I enjoyed this. It's very nice. It's a very nice beer. So I'm going to stick with what I said. B plus, 89 in the scale. Very nice beer. So that's going to wrap it up on this one, guys. If you're in the vicinity of the Roanoke, Virginia area, and you've had this beer, or if you've seen it, pick it up, give it a try, especially if you like a nice, easy drinking pale ale. Something that's not too bitter, low IBUs and ABV on it. Very nice. Well done, Sean. All right, guys, we're out of here. Come on back tomorrow. Let's take something tasty out of the fridge. See you then.